Hey folks, welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy 2/4 Raiders of the Final Fantasy. Indiana Jones, the Raiders of the Final Fantasy. I'm Mysterious JG. Galvez! I want to run, but I can't run. Increased defense. Kiora. Your power is pale in comparison to mine. I expected more. Well, open your eyes and gaze upon true terror. Shadow, come forth. Come forth. Mitsunari. Not Mitsunari. Fuck. I'm losing my mind here. Who's the guy who wants to know what he desires? Mitsuhide. I'm losing it. It's late. I shouldn't be Let's Playing. I want to make my stupid Nobunaga Mitsuhide what do you desire jokes. And I can't even get the name straight. So yeah, like what you're seeing is a pale recreation. Like they changed all the translations slightly, but when he said something like your power compares to mine, I don't even remember exactly what he says, but back in the day, it's one of those things that just stuck with us and became a running gag. He said something like, your attacks are useless. I didn't even try to attack him. It's just part of his script. But I believe he says in the original SNS English translation, is that all? And at that point, I tried to run because I knew he was getting ready to do his 100% effective paralysis to the whole party spell. And that's what led to the Bobo and JG catchphrase, is that all? Can't run. For the creepiest. I will say, Galvez is a really effective creepy villain. Every time he shows up, you're completely outclassed. He's got sweet theme music. He's got a super cool character design. But this scene in particular is him being like a supreme evil, scary badass. But is that all? Can't run. Can wreck it, and so can the fact that we had Kain jump off the screen. He was supposed to be captured by this too. Because we have this evil dragon that appears and does 100% effective party clearing attack. Farewell, Cecil. But before he can kill Cecil, plot happens. What? Mist breath? My shadow dragon destroyed by mist. And suddenly he's not frozen. Are you okay? You should be able to move now. That voice. Where have I heard that voice? So now we unexpectedly have an extra party member here, which makes this fight a lot more doable. Because this is not a particularly easy fight normally. Who will actually heal us here? None of these people will heal us. Let's do Chocobo Kick, which is stupid. Oh, she went down right away. But we get a real legitimate battle here, which is much easier to win when you have Kain, because otherwise you start with just two characters. And let's try Shiva. That's Obi. Oh yeah, Yang is doing all the damage right now, and I don't think the sleep sword is a good idea against Galvez either. That's not going to work. Ow. This cannot be. Yeah, we have Rydia back. She looks a little different. but they revealed her name right away. There's no ambiguity about who she's supposed to be. Why she looks so different, maybe. Rosa is up to level 32. Yang is up to level 32. Kain is up to level 34. Rydia didn't level up, but her hit point suggests she's way behind in levels. We did it! We defeated Golbez! Yeah. Rydia. You look so different. What happened to you? When did you get so hot?
Leviathan took me to the land of summons.
What's that?
It's the world of monsters that I can summon. That's why I've got all these shitty summons, like Chocobo Kick. I guess I had that already.
Yeah, this game has rare summons. I guess you can get them in this version. I didn't know about them when I was a kid. Like, when you fight goblins, there's like a 1 in 100 chance an item that will drop that will give Rydia the goblin summon, but only if she's in the party when you fight the goblins and defeat them. And so there's a bunch of, like, it's weird. There are rare summons that you have to grind against monsters to get, but they're all terrible. Like, the only decent summons are the ones that you do get during the story.
We became friends during my stay. I learned a lot there. I'm glad that my village was killed by you and that guy behind you. Hi, Kain. Nice to see you again. I can't use white magic anymore, but I've grown stronger as a summoner. I have become a summoner. I'm like the anti-Yuna. When I get better at being a summoner, I become more evil. Time flows differently there, so I may have aged quite a bit. I'm super hot now.
But that's implied, at least. I'll say, you're all grown up. Are we going to have, like, a childish, like, written by a Japanese man relationship where we, you know, one of us is envious of the other's bust size?
That's up to you, lady.
Cecil, who is she? It's the girl we found in Mist. You know, the one whose mother we murdered.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
And she summons Leviathan. She survived. I mean, she survived. I'm going to call you the girl who lived. You have your mother's eyes. Fortune favors us indeed. Rydia, we owe you our lives. Thank you. Also, thank you, Kain, for jumping to avoid that attack. That battle is pretty rough when you just have... because normally the way that's supposed to be scripted, you are supposed to have Cecil at full hit points, a dead but revivable Rosa, a dead but revivable Gang, a dead but revivable Kain, and Rydia. But it's quite easy for you to still lose that battle against Golbez because he's legitimately fighting you, and he's got magic that will one-hit Rydia because she's pretty weak, and he's got stuff that will one-hit characters you revive. And if you don't go in with a bunch of Phoenix Downs, you are not winning that fight.
You don't have to thank me. The Queen of the Land of Summons said to me that a great force is secretly at work, and we must confront it together.
And so we shall. Summoner Rydia has joined the party. Fast and easy way. I think she's going to be a lot more fun to have in our party than Sid. I cannot perish. Does this look like Honoji Temple to you? Whoa! And even as a kid watching this, I was like, stop it! Stop the hand! What are you doing? Stop it! It's a hand! The crystal! Forgive me, Golbez has taken the crystal. How? I mean, his hand reached out and grabbed the crystal, and then what? You just let it, like, ambulate out of here holding the crystal? Why didn't you stop it then? One crystal left. We must protect it at all costs.
Yes, where can we find it?
In the sealed cavern to the southwest where Golbez is no doubt heading. Do not worry. You cannot enter without the key.
Oh, okay, well in that case the world is completely safe. We're gonna go back to our homes now.
I have a request, you slut. You slag. I request that you all remember... This one's for Bobo, primarily. Go figure. I request that you remember that Christmas is for children. I never even heard that. Like, Bobo and my sister had a running gag about Sean Connery saying Christmas is for children. Because I guess he was a guest on, like, Conan O'Brien's talk show at some point, and Conan asked him if he was excited about Christmas, and he said Christmas for children. Which is, like, kind of a dick thing to say, but okay. We will do anything. It was our fault the crystal was stolen. That is very true. I want you to retrieve the 7 crystals from the Tower of Babel. That won't be easy. I didn't say it would be easy. But there can be only one person who has the crystals. I presume it will be fortified. Also, JG remembers what the final party makeup was, and I'm getting nervous. Do not worry, I have a plan. We will sneak in and seize the crystals while our tanks distract them. Also, I'm going to put on my costume from Zardoz and tell them that the penis is evil. That should distract them greatly. The plan must be executed immediately before Galbez returns from the sealed cavern. What do you think?
A large force might be waiting.
It's a risk. Nothing ventured, nothing gained. Also, why don't we go get the crystal that's locked up? As His Majesty says, now might be our only chance. Alright. We'll go to the tower and reclaim the crystals. Ta-da. Okay, so she is at about the same level as everyone else. She just has really crappy maximum hit points. And I think, you know, they don't have, like, character ages that are shown, but I think from the portraits, Rydia is clearly supposed to be older than she was, but I don't think she's supposed to be Rydia's age, or Rosa's age. Alright, let's see what her equipment is looking like. She's got a whip. Kinky. She can use a mithril knife. What does a whip do? It may cause paralysis. Mithril knife is far more accurate, doesn't cause paralysis. In neither case should she really be doing a lot of physical attacking. And actually, since she doesn't get to use shields anyway, you're best off really giving her a bow and arrow and occasionally blasting. Actually, give her fire arrows that grass will burn. She may as well have the mute arrow because I think it's more likely that I'll have Rosa actually attacking than Rydia. Because Rydia, I'm going to end up playing that game I was with Tella, where she's just constantly using magic, and I'm figuring out in any given area who gives up MP when you use Osmos on them, and use those to siphon MPs off of. Resistant to mage attacks and prevents silence. That's pretty good. I probably need to find more of those. She's already got the Sage's Surplice. Cap resistant to undead attacks and made from a sacred thread. I'm just curious if this is better or worse than the gold hairpin. It's a little bit worse. Actually, considering how terrible her hit points are, I think we will give her the gold hairpin because she needs the defense a little bit more than Rosa does. She ends up having the same defense as Rosa, even with that advanced item. Is the silver armlet better for defense than the rune armlet is somehow? I doubt it. Yeah. What kind of magic's she rocking here? She does not have Osmos. So maybe that strategy I was talking about. She gets Osmos eventually, but I guess I won't be jumping right into that strategy. Now, the most important thing of all, do we have the, what was it, the Gaia hammer? Yes, we do. Alright, so confirmed that pretty much enemies or party members in this version was not this way back in the SNES, but in this version of the game, it is pretty much confirmed when party members leave the party. I think we already knew this from Edgar/Edward, that they drop their gear. There is an exit at the castle's basement. You may leave when you're ready. Good luck.
How dare they use my dolls for something like that?
Underworld's a swell place to live. Stay here with us. They have tanks for defense. We won't go down easily. Our panzers. Lolly-ho, you think you can remember that, bitch? The king showers Luca with affection, so she won't feel lonely without her mother, who was killed by dwarves. That's gonna mess up. Why am I saying that? Doesn't look like we get to go back into the room with the crystal. Oh well. We find out that that hand is still back there trying to get out. So it with me, 1, 2, 3, rally ho, 1, 2, 3. Does it cost money to stay in these beds here at the castle? Oh, yeah, because there's an innkeeper guy over here. I guess we can throw down 600 gold. And all sleep in the same bed, even though there's 5 empty beds. Little things about this game. Probably now we're allowed to buy some gear. This is the infirmary. This here is Krankenhaus. We dwarves are tough, but we get hurt once in a while. ZZZ. I'm getting better. It's only a flesh wound. What are you doing in there? You have permission from the king? Then you may enter. Okay, well, this is the way out. Fat chocobo, insolent fool. That's the bird of the gods you're talking about. Great fun can be entrusted to things you don't need or can't use right away. It's a lot more important in the earlier versions of the game, where I believe the inventory was more limited. Yeah, see? Now we can buy new gear. What can I do for you? This is a great bow! Alright, we'll get another one for Rydia. Might not actually be... Alright, we'll buy a flame lance, but we will not equip it. We'll just keep it for if we get into an ice cave type area. I am confused. You are using mute arrows, which I guess we can't buy. So we'll give you a great bow. And,
Binding arrow.
okay, blinding arrows are not as powerful as mute arrows. I'm gonna get 2 of them anyway, just because, I feel like the mute arrow, more selectively useful. You know, I've got enough money I can afford. I don't think I'll ever get around to saying, like, hey, let's get them both blinding arrows because we're in a cave full of only physical damage monsters. I doubt I'll ever get to that level of strategy, but the option exists, and we're not short of cash. But we may be, depending on what their options here are in the armory. Flame mail. High-end armor is expensive in this game. Alright. He gets to use a shield even if he's using his that's Dragoon styles. He's still got his powerful sleep wave. You have a rune armlet. Oh, I got you a rune armlet, but that was... Actually, I know it says martial artist power. Well, you know what? He was doing really good hits. I'm not going to completely discount the idea that something extra fancy was going on with his attacks. Because I equipped him with that. So, yeah, we may have wasted a little money on extra stuff we didn't need there. Possibly. It's okay. Dwarven armor is thick. Too thick for humans to move in. You guys suck. Dwarven axe. Who's using that? You could use that. Oh, it's a throwing axe. That's kind of neat. Less accurate. Boost your defense. I haven't seen the sleep blade work yet. Let's throw axes for a while. Why not? He is the monarch of the sea, after all. All's well over here. All's well over here. There's no cool treasure over here. What the hell? You're fighting goblins too? Take the treasure upstairs. I hope it helps. Bacchus. You've done it again. Jim Bacchus. It's the crew of Bacchus 3. Oh boy. High potion, low potion, medium potion. Black belt gi. The favored gi of the black belt demon. We do not wish to change our name, but we do wish to obtain either. Either or. And an elixir. Elixir is definitely worth the price of admission. Black belt gi, I would assume, is for a boy here. Yeah, improve things all over the place. Could you wear it? Yeah, the ladies can wear it. It's for the men, but I like it too. I think it's pretty obviously intended for a boy Yang, though. It's your boy. Cobus has retreated. Is the overworld full of evil? Yes and yes. King Giad wants you to put our treasures to good use. Lord knows we can't do anything with them. Bacchus, you have done it again. Young man could do a lot worse than throwing with a lot of Bacchus 3. The crew of Bacchus 3. Whatever they're called. Doesn't look like there's a way to get to those pots over there, which is kind of unusual. Which is a Bacchus cider anyway. Power armlet. You're alright, well. You can wear that, but it doesn't really help you. You can wear that, brings down your defense, but increases your attack. Same for you. I think seeing as his attack is what's keeping him healed. We will favor it on Kain. As long as he's using that Drain Lance. Ether. Elixir. Silver Hourglass. Dwarf weapons are heavy. Too heavy for humans. Humans. Alright, so we'll throw down a save out here. And I'm reasonably pleased at how, I mean, I kind of messed up the explanation of what, for me, not that I was thinking ahead about it at all, but a key moment in this game's history in my mind is that all can't run. Don't know if I did that justice. But I was really hoping that the Kain is off-screen when the plot attack that freezes everyone hits would happen, and it did. That guy walked right through us. So I was quite pleased at how that went overall. Howdy-ho. I don't know why there's like explosive stuff there. There are gigantic cannons in the Tower of Babel. Take care. Now this is kind of reminiscent of the layout of, I don't think it's step for step the same, but this is reminding me of the Dwarf Cave in Final Fantasy 1. Monsters in the underworld are fearsome. Be careful. They're not a bunch of shitty jobbers like the monsters you got up where you come from. Maybe it is like a exact recreation. I am brave, but that's nothing compared to how brave you are. You're brave enough to fight monsters down here, even though you're a shitty wuss. Rubicante, the strongest of the four elemental lords, is the Tower of Babel. Oh, that's interesting. We'll be through with the four fiends pretty early in that case. Come back in one piece at the Kremlin. He fights and runs away, lives to see another day. Also, welcome to the smiley face made of empty treasure chests. I'm not sure why this is here. I guess it just implies that there's a big army that is wearing lots of armor that was kept in these treasure chests until they needed them. You sneak into the tower while we distract them with our tanks. You're welcome. HP and MP restored. Inside this pot is the water of life. Drink before you go. Yeah, I thought that we were going to end up... See, and you can see the difference between young adult Rydia and little chibi Rydia there. I didn't think... Yeah, there with the whole, like, oh, there's a healing pot, I was starting to think, are we going straight into a dungeon? But no, there's a little bit of exploring you do here. Now, I feel like a little bit of a sucker for having slept in the hotel, but, you know, 600 gold. Not the end of the world. I just set encounters off just to... It kind of makes sense that the exit for the cave under the castle is over here. It seems like it's positioned reasonably. I don't foresee having a lot of time to grind off screen before the next time we record. Although this does feel like a reasonably natural time to do so because we just got Rydia. And although she's not behind the others in levels, I think a couple more, like however many levels it takes for her to get Osmos learned is going to make a big difference in how useful she is for us. Anyway, right there is where the actual story wants us to go. So let's call it a video. And when we come back next time, we'll be heading for the Tower of Babel, which was about as far as I got in ActRaiser 2 before I was like, fuck it, I'm never beating this game. Although that's farther than most people get in ActRaiser 2. A pretty damn good game with a hell of a soundtrack, but it was missing that RPG element that made people remember ActRaiser. And without it, ActRaiser 2 is just a beautiful, wonderful sounding game that just kicks you repeatedly in the balls with its difficulty. So think about that, folks. Think about getting kicked repeatedly in the balls by an SNES game, and we'll come back for more of this game later. Bye-bye.